Hello everyone. In today's video we will continue talking about multiplication. So we're going to be solving these exercises together, but I would like for you to be writing them down somewhere. So first things first, get a piece of paper and copy all of this and pause the video pause the video and continue when you are done. Okay, so what we will be doing here is we will be turning these additions into multiplications and then finding their result, just like we were doing yesterday. So let's get started immediately. Here we want to do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Well, how many 3's is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 3's. So this is going to be 4 times 3, because that's 4 3's, right? And to do that, we need to do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so make 3 fingers. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be doing this first addition. And then whatever we find, we're going to add another 3. And then whatever we find, we're going to add another 3. All right, so let's start with 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 makes how much? 3 plus 3 makes 6. And another 3 makes 7, 8, 9. And another 3 makes 10, 11, 12. So here my result is 12. Okay, let's go on to the next one. The next one we want to do 4 plus 4 plus 4. So how many 4's is that? 1, 2, 3. So we want to do 3 times 4. All right. So we need to do 4 plus 4, and then whatever we find, add another 4, right? Well, how much is 4 plus 4? If you remember your doubles, you remember that 4 plus 4 is 8. And another 4 makes 9, 10, 11, 12. Counted 4 numbers forward from 8, 12. I want you to look closely at these two. And I want you to think if you can notice something. We're going to continue. But think about that. Think about whether or not you notice something special about these two. Okay, so here we want to do 5 plus 5 plus 5. How many 5's is that? That would be 3 5's. Okay, so we want to do 5 plus 5 plus 5. If you remember your doubles, 5 plus 5 makes 10. 10 and another 5 makes how much? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. All right, how many 3's is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3's. 5 3's. Okay, so we need to do 5 times 3. All right, so first we're going to need to do 3 plus 3, and then add another 3, and then another, and then another. All right, if we remember our doubles, then 3 plus 3 makes 6, and then another 3 makes 7, 8, 9, and another 3 makes 10, 11, 12, and another 3 makes 13, 14, 15. So all these 3's together make 15. Now I want you to look at these two and try and figure out if you can notice something. If you look closely, what you'll notice is the same thing as what was happening here. So let's make it really clear. I'm going to delete these parts to make it as clear as possible. What is happening here, is that this multiplication here is the reverse of this multiplication. So we just see that the numbers have switched places. So 4 took the place of 3 and 3 took the place of 4, right? The results stay the same. And the same happens here. If I switch places between the 3 and the 5, so the 3 goes here and the 5 goes here, we get this, but the result stays the same. We still get 15, right? So that's the same thing that happens when we do addition, for example. So if we want to do 6 plus 7, we're going to get 13, which is going to be the same as if we're doing 7 plus 6, right? It's still going to be 13. Even if we switch the places of the numbers, the result is going to stay the same in addition and in multiplication. All right? So if I find 3 times 5, I know that 3 times 5 makes 15, then I don't need to find how much 5 times 3 is. I already know how much it is from here. All right? So let's see this in practice. Here we have 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So how many tens is that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. 5 tens. You might already be able to see where this is going. So here we're going to do 10 plus 10, which makes 20. And then another 10 makes 30. And then another 10 makes 40. And another 10 makes 50. 50. All right. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fives. 10 fives. Now I want you to look closely at this. And I want you to notice that what has happened here is I have switched places between the 10 and the 5. All right. So I didn't need to do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I didn't need to add all those 5s because I've already found this. So knowing that 5 times 10 makes 50, I also know that 10 times 5 also makes 50. So there we go. That one's solved too now. All right, now, having solved all that, let's go to our next exercises. Now we want to do the reverse. I want you to write these in your notebook or your paper as well. So now we're going to be writing these multiplications as additions and then solving them. So, for example, here we have 5 times 4. 5 times 4 means 5 fours. So 1 4, 2 fours, 3 fours, 4 fours, 5 fours. I need to add together all these fours. All right, well, let's do that. From our doubles, 4 plus 4 makes 8, and another 4 makes 9, 10, 11, 12. And another 4 makes 13, or on this one, 13, 14, 15, 16. And another 4 makes 17, 18, 19, 20. So 5 times 4 is 20. Next up, we have 3 times 2, which means 3 twos. 1, 2, 2 twos, 3 twos. There we go. So now we want to do 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 makes 4, and another 2 makes 5, 6. Next up, we have 2 times 6, which means 2 sixes. 6 plus 6. That's all, just 2 sixes. 6 plus 6 makes 12 from our doubles. Next up, we have 1 times 9, and I see many times this confusing a lot of students. They think, well, what does that even mean? Well, 1 times 9 means just 1, 9, and that's all. No adding it to anything, just 1, 9 all on its own. No need to write anything more. 1 times 9 is just 1, 9 all alone. Next up, we have 3 times 3, so I need to add together 3 threes. 1 3, 2 threes, 3 threes. There we go. From our doubles, 3 plus 3 makes 6. 3 plus 3 makes 6, and another 3 makes 7, 8, 9. Then we have 3 times 10. So 3 tens, 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens. 10 plus 10 makes 20, and another 10 makes 30. Next up, we have 4 times 4. Okay, so here you can write 4 fours, which would look like this. And you can say 4 plus 4 makes 8, and another 4, let's say 9, 10, 11, 12, and another 4 makes 13, 14, 15, 16. So this makes 16. Next up, we have 2 times 2, so we need to add 2 2's. There we go, that's all, 2 2's. 2 plus 2 makes 4. Next, we have 1 times 6, which means just 1. 6 all on its own. No need to add anything. Here's my result. Next up, we have 2 times 8, which means I need to add 2 8's. 8 plus 8. So 8 plus 8 from my doubles makes 16. And we have 7 times 1. Now here you could do 7 ones, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and you could find out how much all that is. Or you could remember what we said before, that this multiplication, 7 times 1, is the exact same thing if I change it around, if I switch places between the 7 and the 1. So instead of 7 times 1, I could say 1 times 7. And this is much easier to do because I know that this is just 7. Right? So if I didn't want to do that, just leave this as 7 times 1. This would still make 7. Then we have 4 times 10. So that's 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. 10 plus 10, 10 plus 10 makes 20, plus 10 makes 30, plus 10 makes 40. I want you to look at these two on the bottom, and I want you to think if you notice anything. I'm going to delete the additions in between. And I want you to think if there's anything noticeable in these results. Think about it, because we are going to talk about this more in the 2 coming weeks. So that will be all for today. I will see you guys again on Friday. Any questions that you have, ask them on the live meetings or have someone write them for you in the comments of the video. Bye-bye. Have a good day.